everyone, it's time again to recap the latest news from the solar PV world, compiled by the American Solar Energy Society. I'm Jay Warmke with SolarPVTraining.com, and this is what's happening in the wonderful world of solar for the week of August 23rd. As developers and manufacturers scrambled to meet federal tax credit deadlines, thousands of new clean energy jobs were created. However, project cancellations as a result of federal policies have essentially negated the gains made in job creation, according to a new analysis. The report comes from the advocacy group E2 and research firm Atlas Public Policy, who argued that federal incentive rollbacks and other various challenges are leading to a number of large canceled or abandoned installations. Clean energy generation projects announced in May and manufacturing projects announced in June are estimated to have created more than 19,800 new jobs. E2 attributes this surge to companies hoping to claim clean energy tax credits before the July 4th phase-out under last year's One Big Beautiful Bill Act. In the same month, 12 generation and storage projects were canceled, representing nearly $6 billion in abandoned investment and about 18,300 lost construction and operational jobs. Altogether, the canceled projects represent $68 billion in lost capital investment and another $48 billion in lost annual operational investment, according to the report. Battery storage projects account for the largest share of lost construction phase jobs, with more than 42,000. Solar projects account for almost 33,000 lost construction jobs, while electric vehicle projects accounted for nearly 28,000 lost jobs. Tesla has announced a new Powerwall lease program allowing homeowners in areas within the deregulated Texas energy market to choose an electricity plan and whole home backup directly from Tesla. The plan includes two Powerwall 3 batteries installed at the customer's home, for which they will pay an ongoing lease payment of $35 per month. In addition to fixed rate electricity, there are no installation costs required. The company's software operates the batteries in conjunction with the need of the grid. As part of Tesla's virtual power plant program, the batteries will charge and discharge based on real-time pricing of wholesale electricity on the grid and the need for power capacity during times of high demand. At all times, Tesla guarantees a minimum of 20% of battery capacity will be available in case of unexpected outages. In case of inclement weather, however, Tesla will activate the Powerwall Storm Watch mode, which charges the batteries to 100% to help survive an extended outage. With this offering, Tesla joins companies like Base Power, Solrite Energy, and Octopus Lunar Energy in offering battery-backed retail electricity plans within Texas. And over the past 6 months, 3 states have accounted for about half of the country's new generating capacity. These are Texas, New Mexico, and Arizona. Texas was the leader with the power mix that leaned more heavily on batteries and natural gas than other states. The leading generation category in Texas was, in fact, batteries, with about 3,000 megawatts installed, followed by utility-scale solar with 2,300 megawatts, and then natural gas turbines with about 1,150 megawatts. Also, Texas illustrates how challenging the market is for new onshore wind. The state is the national leader in onshore wind, but brought no new wind projects online in the first half of this year. Illinois ranked first in the number of new utility-scale solar projects with 36. This was ahead of California and Texas. While Illinois led with the most number of projects, they tend to be smaller systems. Illinois placed 5th in kilowatt capacity installed, behind Texas, Florida, Michigan, and Arizona. Utility-scale battery storage capacity in the United States grew at an average annual rate of about 70% over the last 3 years. The U.S. power grid closed 2025 with 43.6 gigawatts of operational battery storage capacity. During the first 6 months of 2026, project developers brought an additional 8.3 gigawatts online. For comparison, the storage capacity on the U.S. grid in 2020 was just over 1.5 gigawatts. Now, looking ahead, project developers report plans to bring another 54 gigawatts of battery storage online over the next 2.5 years. Total national operational storage capacity is expected to surpass 105 gigawatts by the end of 2028. The sustained 70% growth rate demonstrates how rapidly battery assets are being deployed across regional markets to firm up expanding solar capacity, growing load demand, and reduced reliance on gas peaker plants during high-demand events. And that is the news from the solar industry for this week. We'll see you next week.